And one of the fascinating things about these missing scriptures is they found them alongside existing scriptures. So when they found the Dead Sea Scrolls in Qumran, so they found these in a cave in Qumran. And it's kind of a crazy thing. Like someone threw a rock and hit a clay pot and heard the shattering of a clay pot. So they threw a rock into this high cave and realized there was something in there, and then they started looking. And then they found these scrolls that were in these clay pots. Inside the scrolls, they found the Book of Isaiah. It was 1,000 years older than the oldest version of the Book of Isaiah that we had ever found. And it's identical, verbatim, to the Book of Isaiah that is currently in the Bible. Along with it is the Book of Enoch. And the Book of Enoch is fucking squirrely.
The Book of Enoch is squirrely.
And
that's a good way to describe it.
Just a few rabbis decided that the Book of Enoch was too weird because it didn't jive with the Torah, so they left it out of the biblical canon.
That's right.
That's why it's not taught. But the Book of Enoch is readily available. You could read it.
Absolutely.
And it's also in the Ethiopian Bible. The Ethiopian Bible includes the Book of Enoch.
Really?
Yes. And those are the people that supposedly are in possession of the Ark of the Covenant.
The Ark of the Covenant, yeah.
Which is like, Graham Hancock talks about it. There's like a person is set to, like, they have a job of watching the Ark of the Covenant, but it's known that it's going to kill them. So they all get cataracts and cancer and they all wind up dying.
Like bad things. Yeah, that's
well, it
right.
has some sort of radiation, apparently, and they exhibit signs of radiation poisoning when these people are designed to be the curators.
Where is the Ark of the Covenant
In
supposed
Ethiopia.
to be?
Supposedly in Ethiopia.
So you guys think that's...
I mean, I
think it's ancient technology. I think it's probably
Yeah.
ancient technology. It's probably some completely not understood ancient technology.
No, I'm not discounting it. I'm just wondering.
Well, I like the fact that you're skeptical, even though you have the craziest fucking story of all time. But it speaks to your integrity. It really does, because you're not a guy who believes kooky shit. So for you, a guy who doesn't believe kooky shit is a hard, rational scientist who's an engineer who's done things like put a rocket engine in the back of a fucking Honda, and then or a hydrogen-powered Corvette, and then you go and see these things. You're like, wait, what the fuck is this thing you have in this hangar?
I worship technology.
Right.
Nothing else.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to hear something like that, do you think that actually exists?
I don't know. Graham Hancock is convinced it exists. It's very carefully guarded, and these people have been guarding it for centuries.
I mean,
there's
it's
just too many...
throughout history, right?
Yes.
So...
I mean, there's too many missing pieces of the puzzle to really say one way or another. I don't think
whether or not it was just mythology or an actual...
Right.
Okay.
But it is weird that he's talked to these people that have these fucking cataracts, and these people all say the same thing. They die. The people that are designed or that are designated to be the curators of this particular religious object.
I relate this back to I think I told you the first time we met, if somebody found a nuclear reactor back at that time, and they took it apart, they just would drop dead, from the radiation. Magically from that. And anybody that came in to check on them would also die, and they go, this is evil, it's cursed or whatever.
Or something that you're not supposed to have access to because it's divine.
Or some other... Yeah, right. And could this be something at another level?
That I have to say, and I'm no one to say it, but I struggle with divine stuff because I'm like, this craft or this technology. I mean, our phones to somebody 1,000 years ago would look like some divine object. I mean, it's technology
Clearly,
to us. So we have to be very cautious in, like, I'm not saying there is no divine something. Maybe there is. We don't know. But I think technology really could mask itself as divine power.
100%. Or divine energy itself could be technology taken to its final form.
That I'm open to.
Well, if you think about what we're talking about with sentient AI, an AI that has the ability to make better versions of itself, what happens if it's left alone for 1,000 years to do this? Well, what do you have? You have something that can harness the power of the universe itself. It has access to zero-point energy, can do whatever. Has a complete understanding of quantum entanglement, complete understanding of how the universe functions, how it was created. There's new theories that believe that the entire universe itself exists inside of a black hole. They're trying to figure out whether or not there ever was a Big Bang, or if it's a continuous cycle of things existing inside black holes.
So where do you think we are? What do you think this is?
I think it's a process. I think we're at a stage of a process. Our problem is we have ideology, we have dogma, we have ego, we have people that are smarter than most people, but want to think that they have all the information, and I don't think they do. And then we have open-minded people that are curious but don't want to look like kooks, and they're all trying to figure it out while we're making a fucking digital god. Why these weirdo on the spectrum eggheads.
We are literally manufacturing our own god.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But if you
you
take that and you extrapolate, you go from where it is now, you think about the exponential increase of technology. Well, where does that go? It kind of goes divine. I mean, that might be what God is. We want to think that God is a thing that exists. It just exists. It created everything. Maybe we make God.
Yeah. We're on the same channel. Yeah, I think we created. I think we created God.
I think human curiosity and this thirst for innovation is all a part of it.
I'll say something about the technology because it always fascinates me. I mean, I spent 4 years with Bob and Ed to build it in a virtual environment, so I kind of had to think about it while I'm doing it. But if you really think about what this technology that you saw does, it essentially creates this artificial field of whether it's maybe it's natural, maybe it's a natural field, but it creates a field that we're not familiar with. And that field, I mean, Joe, you saw the movie. There was a test that was done in the lab that froze a candle flame.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But the photons are still visible within our realm here outside of the field, and you're still seeing the photons, yet it looks like it's frozen. To me, is that technology like a black hole? Is it some type of time stop? And it basically gives us the power to utilize time in our advantage. If you think about progression in technology, anything we do, it takes time. Anything takes time. Whether it's computing power, we're seeing quantum computers do things that they're faster and faster, and they could do 1 trillion processes in an instant, and Japan is coming up with better, and then China. But because everything has to do with how long does it take to do that.
Right.
If a technology can make you bypass time, it's like the record player playing music, but you're now able to lift the little pin on the record and move it to wherever you want.
Yes.
And
that's a good way to describe it.
Right? And now at that point, time is in your hands. And if we have a technology similar to what you saw, because you always said gravity is a control, gravity and time, it's interlocked, right?
And space and time are interlocked.
Exactly. So if that's interlocked, then we have to look at it not just as a propulsion system or some type of cool weapon, but how is it affecting time, and how can we use that to our benefit to evolve faster? Because again, the faster we can compute, the faster we could do something, the faster we're evolving. And if we could lift that needle and bring it faster to get there, to get somewhere, why not use it?
Or should we be allowed to do that?
Us in our current form.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Right?
Like I said, I'm not exactly on our side anymore.
Well, that was one of the. Do you remember, Jamie, who discussed the way they were describing the use of some of this alien technology as instantaneous weapon deployment systems?
Yeah. I'm not sure we should be trusted with this stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
No, really.
Well,
really.
You think about what we're doing in Iran right now, you would say no.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say no.
We're
for
still
sure.
flying over patches of dirt and bombing the fucking shit out of
No,
them.
imagine if we had something a million times that power.
Right.
Really, humans should not be trusted with that.
Right. We got to trust it to AI. That's why we're making it, Bob.
This is getting scary. Yeah.